Grandpa said to Cousin Jed, sitting on the porch, I won't retire, but I might retread. Seemed like that guy singing this song been doing it for a long time. Is there anything he knows that he ain't said? Sing a song for freedom, sing a song for love, sing a song for depressed angels falling from above. Grandpa held the paper, pretending he could see, but he couldn't read without his glasses on. How can all these people afford so many things? When I was young, people wore what they had on. Mama said, a little love and affection in everything you do will make the world a better place, with or without you. A little love and affection in everything you do. Slamming down a late night shot, the hero and the artist compared. Goals and visions and afterthoughts for the 21st century. I mostly came up with nothing, so the truth was never learned. And the human race just kept rolling on. Rolling through the fighting, rolling through the religious wars, rolling down the temple walls and the church's exposed sores. Rolling through the fighting, the religious wars, mostly came up with nothing. Grandpa, here's your glasses. You'll see much better now, said that young girl of Edith and Earls. But Grandpa just kept staring. He was lost in some distant thought. Then he turned and he said to that young girl, "A little love and affection in everything you do will make the world a better place, with or without you. A little love and affection in a better place, with or without you, with or without you." Hear that rooster crowing down on the double E. It's a new morning dawning on the green, bouncing off the towers. The sun's headed down to the street. The business meeting window shades are drawn. Another morning edition is headed for the porch, because Grandma puts down the paper before Grandma raises his fork. A little love and affection in everything you do, with or without you. Hear that rooster crowing down on the double E. Thank you, everybody. Thank you very much. Got some songs for you tonight, some new songs I'm going to sing about a tune about a place called Greendale. If I can just remember how to talk, I'll be right with you. And a family called the Green family. That's Earl Green. Earl Green is a Vietnam vet. He returned here in 1969 and became a painter. He psychedelic pictures. He's been painting for the last 35 years, approximately. And his beautiful wife, Edith, who he met as soon as he got back from Vietnam. He went out to a bar to try to loosen up and met her that first night. And they got married, had a beautiful young daughter. Her name is Sun Green. So there you have it. They live in a little ranch outside of Greendale, a couple of miles, called the Double E. Now, Sun's not here right now. She's doing her homework. And she's working on a book report. She's working on a book report on a book called How to Use the Media, written by a California lawyer. And she's also working on a project for her year-end paper called Saving Alaska, Our Last Wilderness by Sun Green. Country, living on the double E, in the sunshine of her life. There's a ready young filly, and Mom and Daddy won't let her leave. Mom and Papa won't let her go. But when she breaks out on her own. She's hot enough to burn the house down, and Mom and Daddy don't know. Double E, they nearly made history. The locals rose up, and some of them were mad as hell, 'cause it used to be the double L. Change comes slow in the country. When you knew there's a lot of distrust, years fly by uneventful, memories turn to dust. Got her bright colors on, with the sun shining in her eye, cruising by the bars in honky-tonks where she met Grandpa, caught that young man's eye. Dusty white Eldorado, slipping through the shadow of what used to be. Back in the day, living in the summer of love, living in the Thank you very much. And we appreciate it. Thank you. Well, in Greendale, there was a jail. It was built in 1911, and living there since 1911 has been the devil. And not many people have seen him, but they think they see him a lot. He comes and goes as he pleases, of course. He's not confined to jail like the prisoners. He can walk through the walls and melt through the bars whenever he wants to. But that's not what I'm going to tell you about here. This is something else here. John Green, Captain Green, he has his boat down at the dock in Greendale, and it's a rickety old wharf that's been condemned, and he has his sailboat down there. And this morning he's bringing his crew up to go deck some supplies, and he never goes into Greendale himself because he has a lot of bad blood with the family and doesn't want to see them. Yeah, I don't blame him either. If you knew the story, that's terrible. I don't have time to tell you right now. We got a show to do, okay? I can't talk all night. Anyway, this morning, Captain Green has got his crew in there, a couple of teenagers, and he's telling them, you go in the hardware store and get what we need and come right back. Don't go to Greendale. And don't stay there, because it's not a good place. So, okay. They're teenagers. They know that they're gonna go to the John Lee's bar and see the Imitators tonight. And they're gonna get laid if they're lucky. I don't usually say that, but, you know, I thought I'd throw that in tonight because you look ready for it. Streets of hate, where the devil died. Who knows what he ate? It's a simple thing, trying to stay afloat. The captain said, without his boat, some things are getting better, other things a little worse. It's a situation much like a curse. It's the devil's sidewalk. Green Day. It's the devil's door. Green Day. I try to avoid it. Green Day. Said the captain of the shore. Green Day. There's a garden growing. Green Day. And a million weeds. Green Day. With no way of knowing. Green Day. Who's done which deed. The helmsman to the mate about a woman delicious in a matter of fate. big wheel keep rolling down on me. One thing I can tell you is you got to be free. John Lennon said that, and I believe in love, and I believe in action when push comes to shove. Who cares what you believe, said the captain of me. If you stood in my shoe, your eyes would be glazed. So my fair damsel, won't you take your leave? Are you headed for the country where they wear the green sleeve, where the children laugh and the old folks sing, where the church bell tolls for some miraculous thing, where the big red furnace just glows and glows, where the big heart beats, where the big wheel rolls. Thank you. Thank you very much. You're a great audience. Thank you. Well, just outside of Greendale, there's a little sign that says leaving Greendale. Population 20,000. And that sign was the subject of many meetings. The mayor and the Greendale Chamber of Commerce, a realtors union, and they all decided to paint it green after several meetings. But unfortunately, you can speak to the billboard if you'd like to. There's plenty of time. Anyway, like everything, it has several reasons for being there. And one of the best reasons I can think of is for Officer Carmichael. Officer Carmichael parks his cruiser right under the billboard there, and nobody can see him. That means he makes his quota now every week, no problem. for speeding and no brake lights. Rolled down the driver's window, shoved his gun down under the seat. Glove box full of cocaine, trunk was full of weed. Driver's license and registration, sent the officer with his flashlight, searching around the floor of the car, smelling like something ain't right. Life flashed before him like a black and white Super 8. He heard the sound of the future on a scratchy old 78. Nothing was still, all was moving when the flashlight found the gun. Then Jed pulled the trigger in a split-second tragic blunder. Makes you think about living, what life has to tell. Said Jed to Grandpa from inside his cell. Camouflage hung in his closet, guns all over the wall, plans for buildings and engineers, and a book with no numbers to call. The whole town was stunned. They closed the coast highway for 12 hours. No one could believe it. Jed was one of ours. Meanwhile, across the ocean, living in the internet, was the cause of an explosion no one has heard yet. But there's no need to worry, there's no reason to fuss. Just go on about your work now and leave the driving to us. And we'll be watching you in everything you do. And you can do your part by watching others too. Put down the paper, staring in disbelief. Jed had always been good to him, never gave him any grief. The moral of this story, try not to get too old. More time you spend on earth, the more you see unfold. And as an afterthought, this must to be told. Some people are taking pure bullshit and turning it into gold, yeah. So when Jed killed Officer Carmichael on the side of the road that night, his life changed forever. Most of the people in Greendale wanted to see Jed hung or something. So he went to jail. But Officer Carmichael, he had a lot of good friends in town. He was the kind of cop who used to direct traffic at the, local events, and he stayed around the school protecting the children. And he always donated his time for nothing to help out. He left behind a beautiful widow. And she was taking it pretty hard, and she had a lot of trouble with pictures of Carmichael with his gun. So they took down all those pictures of him with his police officer's uniform and all of his buddies from the force and his car and all the other cruisers, and a picture of all the cruisers together with all the officers in Greendale, and some duck hunting pictures where he had some guns. She took all those down, and she had her girlfriend Ann over, and Ann helped her to go through some of the things. They were going through the closets and some of the drawers. They discovered that Carmichael had some secrets. He's a lot like you and me, Officer Carmichael. Silk scarf and a napkin hidden in a drawer, $200 in an envelope labeled Lenore. Maybe she shouldn't see this. she should never know, said the widow's best friend, and I'll just take it and go. I'll give her the money later, say it was in a shoe. That way she'll never find out. That'll do. Was a credit to the force in everything he did. It's like we got a big hole in our side where he fit. If any of you officers would like to say a word, now would be the time to be heard. Thank you, Chief. I sure would. Carmichael was a partner of mine. He was always very careful, and he played it straight down the line. One by one, the officers spoke, and the service drew to a close. He had no living relatives but his wife, and she never showed. She just couldn't face the men. They all understood. They got in their cars and drove home as directly as they could. hall. A new widow sobbed beneath her veil. Shot down in the line of duty. Is that how justice never fails? I wish that things were better when we said goodbye today. But we had our share of good times, though, along the way. Remember, hey, Mr. Las Vegas, you used to be so cool. We saw Wayne Newton down at Pebble Beach, and you acted like a fool. We just couldn't stop laughing. It seemed so funny to us. We left our luggage back in the hotel and almost missed the bus. That was a great vacation. Maybe the best of all. But God damn it, Carmichael, you're dead now, and I'm talking to the wall. To normal, Carmichael was replaced. For 1 year, no one parked a car in Carmichael's space. Thank you, folks. Well, I'm going to need your help on this next one here. This is a song about Son Green's daddy, Earl Green. You know, our friend, the Vietnam vet. This is a song about his problems he's had selling his paintings. even though they're beautiful, and Son thinks they're beautiful, and Edith thinks they're beautiful, and the ones I've seen are great paintings. But the problem is, they look kind of like hippie paintings from the 60s or something, and people just dismiss them like they're no good. But they're great. And Earl, he believes in himself, and he believes that he can just keep making these paintings, and for one thing, if he doesn't paint, he starts going out of his mind because he remembers where he's been and the things he did in Vietnam. So he keeps painting all the time for sanity. And even though he can't sell these paintings, and it bothers him that he has to live off Grandpa's money, Grandpa's very wealthy. Thank God for Grandpa. And so this is a story of Earl. One night he was trying to sell his paintings, and he was so depressed he stayed in a motel in Greendale and got on his computer and tried to get on eBay and see if he could sell his paintings, but he couldn't log on. He didn't know how to do it, so. Turning the pages in this old book feels familiar. Might be worth a second look. Wrapping up dope in a paper bag, talking to yourself, taking a drag. What does it matter, the things you say? Who you they'll never hear it anyway. Gotta get past the negative thing. Lawyers and business, you get what you bring. No one's sorry, you did it yourself. It's time to relax now and then give it hell. Someday you'll find everything you're looking for. Someday you'll find everything you're looking for. You didn't bet on the Dodgers to beat the Giants. Then David came up. Now you gotta pay up. You didn't count on that. Geez, half the money's gone. The month is still young. Where are you gonna go now? Can't go to your brother. That money's all gone. Can't go to your friends. Someday you'll find everything you're looking for. Someday you'll find everything you're looking for. Someday you'll find everything you're looking for. Someday out like a bandit for so many years. What are you working for? One more big score? What are you trying to prove? Try to get closer, but not too close. Try to get through, but not be through. Nobody can touch you now, but I can touch you now. You're invisible. You got too many secrets. Bob Dylan said that. Something like that. Someday you'll find everything you're looking for. Someday you'll find everything you're looking for. Thank you. Well, one morning, Grandma and Grandpa were having breakfast, enjoying some of those Elvis-style muffins. And you got me the wrong guitar here. Could I have the other one? And they were working on a conversation between the two of them, which was a little hard to have early in the morning. Thank you. This will work. When suddenly a helicopter landed right outside, started shaking the house, and he looked outside and they saw they were surrounded by media. And they headed out into the garage and got in the Eldorado, and Grandma drove Grandpa real fast out to the Double E, and they got away from this place that was surrounded by all these people with their microphones and numbers on their jackets. Grandpa, here's your coffee, said Edith as she filled his cup. Nobody'll find you here, and Earl is glad you guys showed up. The way things are downtown, you might have to stay for a while. There was a helicopter flying over your house, and I talked to your neighbor Kyle. Who the hell do they think they are, invading our home like that? Grandma and I had to leave so fast, we couldn't even catch the cat. The helicopter scared the shit out of it, and it took off down the trail, down past the railroad track, towards the county jail. The cold steel bars as she pushed the letter in. Jed took it up and he read it, and he couldn't hide a grin. Outside the jail window, a crow flew across the sky, disappearing behind each bar, and then a helicopter flew by. Say hi to Earl and Edith. Tell them I'm doing fine. Tell them it's time for you to leave home now, son, and they ought to cut the line. Grandma, come and see me. I got a new song to sing. It's longer than all the others combined, and it doesn't mean a thing. walkie-talkie squealed. Generators were running. Vans parked outside in the field. TV crews and cameras. They wanted to interview Grandpa on the porch. They came through the gate and up on the lawn, knocking down Edith's tiki torch. Grandpa saw them there, looking through the Venetian blind. Those people don't have any respect, so they won't get any of mine. I ain't gonna talk about Jet. I don't watch Channel 2 or 6 or 9. I don't have time to talk that fast. And it ain't my crime. It ain't an honor to be on TV. And it ain't a duty either. The only good thing about TV is shows like Leave It to Beaver. Shows with love and affection. Like Mama used to say, a little Mayberry living can go a long, long way. He took Earl's gun down from the closet and he loaded up both barrels. Went out on the porch and fired them off. And up walked a woman named Carol. Susan Carroll from Early Magazine. I got some questions to ask. Well, you could stick them where the sun don't shine, Grandpa said with a gasp. Then he fell face first and let out a sigh. Edith ran out in shock. Grandpa was whispering to her from down on the floor. It looked like he was trying to talk. That guy just keeps singing. Can't somebody shut him up? I don't know for the life of me where he comes up with that stuff. Paper with a picture of Carmichael on the front page, posing with a Little League baseball team, and a seedy shot of Jet on a motorcycle. Grandpa died like a hero, fighting for freedom of silence, trying to stop the media, trying to be anonymous. Grandpa was rolling in. It was getting hard to see. The old white car edged down the road, headed for the double E. She was bringing down dinner for Grandpa. It was crawling with vitamins, tender as a mother's love. Tender as a mother's love. Tender as a mother's love. When she saw the TV van. Tender as a mother's love. The side door was open. There were 3 TVs. Grandpa's face was on everyone. He was talking to a woman with a microphone. She was sexy and her hair was all done. Sun Green came down and met Grandma then. My, you're such a beautiful girl. Mother Earth needs more like you. You should go out now and see the world. What's Grandpa doing on TV? I got his dinner in the car. All these vans have blocked our road, but we can carry it. It's not too far.
There's corruption on the highest floor.
Suits poured out of elevators. elevators.
all dirty.
Phone heads began to speak.
You can't trust anybody.
Security couldn't get her down. She was welded to the eagle's beak.
Hey, Mr. Clean, you're dirty now too. Hey, Mr. Clean, you're dirty now too.
Sun Green leaned into that megaphone and said,
Truth is all I see.
security brought in some blowtorches. News cameras recorded her speech.
And the city is plunged into darkness by an unpredictable blackout. The White House always blames the governor, saying the solution is vote him out.
Top of that great bronze eagle, Son's voice was loud and clear. She said,
Carmichael is working with the White House to paralyze our state with fear.
it was a golden moment in the history of TV news. No one could explain it. It just got great reviews.
Hey, Mr. Clean, you're dirty now too. Hey, Mr. Clean, you're dirty now too. Hey, Mr. Clean, you're dirty now too. Hey, Mr. Clean, you're dirty now too.
The imitators were playing down at John Lee's bar. Son went down to see him. Someone followed her in a car. So now when she goes dancing, she has to watch her back. The FBI just trashed her room. One of them kicked her cat. Damn thing scratched his leg, so he had to shoot it dead and leave it lying in a puddle of blood at the foot of Sun Green's bed.
Hey, Mr. Clean, you're dirty now too. Hey, Mr. Clean, you're dirty now too. Hey, Mr. Clean, you're dirty now too. Hey, Mr. Clean,
green told Earth brown, let's go back to my place, pick up my cat, and leave this town behind. busted for pot, and it made the headline news. But then the charges all were dropped, and the story became confused. She'd still like to meet Julia Butterfly, see what remedy brings. Be a goddess in the planet wars, trying to save the living thing. That might not be easy, living on the run. Mother Earth has many enemies. There's much work to be done.
Mr. Queen,
and she lost again. Next day I went to the dentist, pulled some teeth and I lost some blood. We'd like to thank you for the cards you sent us. My wife and I were all choked up. This one might be a little out of tune. white boat coming up the river with a big red beacon and a flag and a man on the rail. I think you better call John. They don't look like they're here to deliver the mail. And it's less than a mile away. I hope they didn't come to stay. It's got numbers on the side and a gun is making big way. Daddy's gone, my brother's out hunting in the mountains. Big John's been drinking since the river took him in blue. So the powers that be left me here to do the thinking. And I just turned 22. I was wondering what to do. The closer they got, the more those feelings grew. Daddy's rifle in my hand felt reassured. It told me red means run, son. Numbers add up to nothing. When the first shot hit the dog, I saw it coming. Raised my rifle to my eye. Never stopped to wonder why. Then I saw black and my face flash in the sky. you.